For all that is just tuning in, my name is James Hatcher. Thanks for joining me in this edition of a program titled Food for Thought, which is a presentation dedicated in the expression of interest in the fundamental creativity of individuals and community perspectives. It is the objective of the participants involved to register the dynamics of ideas being presented by promotion and as properties which stimulates growth, development, and or change within a system or process, action and function, and is an interlink between entertainment, logic, theory, and philosophy. This concept of using the phrase food for thought. Accompanying me will be Jamal Carter, who is not only a businessman, but also a major influence as an entertainer and promoter within the city of Philadelphia and nationwide. So in this special episode titled Food for Thought, the theme of the topic is as such: to initiate intent by indicating that there is a benefit to be obtained, and accepting and engaging into what is proposed, into what is purposed as an opportunity to either obtain and or to inherit. One has to be endowed with the comprehensive capacity of observation to make what seems to be presented with validation legitimate, as in comparison to an activity being done spontaneously, as to automate disposition between entities is a factor of an essential requisite and distinct in contrast as to acquiring gain. Initially, the option to decide based on cognitive precepts enables the inquiring, indulging into what is presented, to succeed. This is important when one may decide that there is something to assure stability as well as security, prolonging the longevity of succession, whether individually or collectively. Furthermore, the results of effort has its own continuance, even if the attendance of what is established fluctuates. This synopsis is presented as food for thought, a means to invite consideration of various expressive influences with information being exchanged among occupants. Now we will introduce a music video and return with a special guest.
All right. All right, come on, Preem. One last time. Let's swing for the fences.
Taking the route. the back, some people that slouch. Faith and love will help you shout. Swing for the fence, keep knocking them out. Now shout.
Thanks for joining me in this presentation called Food for Thought. Once again, my name is James Hatcher, and the song that was just played is titled Swing for the Fences. And joining me is the composer and special guest whose name is Jamal Carter, and to some also goes by the alias Supreme the Resurrector. How you doing, Supreme? Welcome.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Oh, blessed by the best. That's an excellent video. It shows that you're really about your business.
Yes, sir.
The composition is excellent. The message is very strong. Can you tell me, like, basically, how did you come up with the song titled "Swing for the Fences"? Like, what is the impression behind what we should get when we hear that song?
Well, the song was already made up. It was part of a win for the homegrown open mic competition that I won with Milk Boy, the bar and the restaurant. They had an open mic, so about a year and a half of competition to become the first winner of the open mic contest, which awarded me a recording deal with Milk Boy and a publishing deal with Milk Boy.
Wow.
So, in turn, with the win, I was supposed to go in the studio, listen to some tracks, come up with one. We ended up recording 7. And out of the 7, one was Paper Chase, which is coming up soon. That's out now, the latest release, and Swing for the Fences. So Swing for the Fences was a track that Tommy and Jamie already had made up. They already had it, I guess, recorded, music-wise. They had everything was tracked out. Only thing that was missing was vocals, and it was titled "Swing for the Fences." And I guess they was assuming, as far as the deal of publishing, they want to start marketing into the teens, and this is like maybe a month or so before the pandemic really hit and the lockdown began. So I guess the idea was this baseball and arenas and sports. They wanted a big stadium anthem. So since it was already titled "Swing for the Fences," I just started singing the hook along with the melody, which was "Swing for the Fences, Swing for the Fences." So I just used it as a metaphor for baseball about, going for your dreams and going for the gusto to the fullest. Don't swing for a first base hit. Don't swing for a second base hit. Swing for the fences, and everything else was about, just being a survivor and the dream getter and the dream, going for your goals, and don't just try to halfway get it. Go for everything you can get out of it to the fullest. So, and it came out as Swing for the Fences, as you heard, and of course we shot a dope video to it. And like I said, the theme was baseball far as the metaphor, but you can use it for the metaphor. You can use it for the crowd. You can use it. I think because what they did have in the hook was the chant. The that was
Right.
already in it.
And that melody that is very fitting for if you made a promo dealing with like a commercial dealing with
Right.
like the radio. I mean baseball
Mm-hmm.
or gaming or something like that. That's very fitting. I noticed that there's a way that is a specific way that you spell your name. In contrast to the definition of it. Like, I mean, Supreme the Resurrector. If it was to look in the dictionary and they looked up the word supreme, would you compare that to how you spell your name? Because it's very unique. It's a very unique way you spell your name, but the pronunciation is similar. And would the meaning of supreme for you be as similar?
Well, basically, the name is funny. My name is Jamal. So all through the early ages of rap, I was MC Marley Marl. MC Marley Marl, and I would call myself MC Marley Marl, the MC Supreme, but I would spell it the correct way.
Now, who has not heard of that name?
Right.
That's in the tri-state area. That's like real hip hop heads.
So I was Supreme, just MC Marley Marl, the MC Supreme, and I had a DJ named Davey DMX. So of course there was already Marley Marl from the Juice Crew, and there was already a DMX from New York. And everyone was like, you got to change your name. So I was like, well, I'm going to change it to MC Supreme. So I cut the Marley Marl off and I just became MC Supreme. So for years I was MC Supreme. But then as Wu-Tang came along and the 5% Nation, being from Philadelphia, I wasn't a part of the God body, which is when your mathematics and your lessons and the religion of. So I wasn't God body. So everyone would keep asking me, because everybody in Wu-Tang, there's 100 Supremes. There's Supreme Allah, Supreme Mathematics, Supreme this, Supreme. So they be like, you God body? Because if you don't know your lessons and you say, I'm God body, and you don't know your degrees, your lessons, you get dealt with like that. You know what I mean? Because you can be taken as a fraud. So I was like, okay, I got to spell this a little bit different. So I spelled it SUPREEM, which they still ask me, was I God body? But I was like, no, I do have knowledge of self, but I'm not God body. I'm not a 5%er. So that got me along for a long time, and I was just Supreme. So we dropped the MC after MC Hammer, and all those guys dropped the MCs off their names. So I was just Supreme. And I was a part of a group called The Resurrect. I joined a band called The Resurrect. And The Resurrect, after we had The Resurrect, and the Resurrect dissolved, I wanted to be known for something. So
so where did that Resurrect pop in after Supreme?
Yeah, after the band broke up, The Resurrect, we dissolved. We didn't have a bad breakup or anything, nothing dramatic. It was just we went our separate ways. So I just wanted everybody to remember the band. So I called myself Supreme the Resurrector. So when they say, what does all that mean? I say Supreme means the one. Supreme is the one. When you're Supreme, you are the one. You're Neo. You're like Neo, you're the one. And the Resurrector, I say I bring dead things to life. So dead parties, dead situations, dead stages, dead I'm a live person, so I bring dead things to life.
Very well called for. Now, does that title connect your individual persona with the activities you engage in, like as being an attribute to allow you to be exceptional in the profession you are a member of?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it stopped even though I'm part of a Wu-Tang affiliate family, 144,000 chosen few, with my brother Judah Priest from Wu-Tang, and he's an affiliate also. We're family. I've been down with Wu-Tang for 20 years as a close friend and family member. But it stopped everyone from saying, are you God body? Now they just know that I am Supreme, the Resurrector. And like I said, it's all about bringing dead things to life. Anything that's dead around me, I don't want it around me. I want everything to illuminate light and life and love,
Right, definitely. Okay,
and,
when there's an opportunity,
resurrected,
right. So when there's an opportunity is an opportunity for you to represent like your service, because that's basically a service. When you put your message out, you're giving the people that's looking for, maybe a awareness of themselves, or just something that's kind of like gives them the motivation. That's considered like a service. How do you make what you offer contributive and a possible benefit to partake in?
Well, for one, I'm an entertainer. That's first and foremost. I got into this rap game to be an entertainer. So
Right.
when you hire me, or when you book me, or when you buy my products, or whatever you do, whatever you want me to do, number one is about entertainment. And one thing, as an entertainer, I look up to James Brown, George Clinton, Michael Jackson, Big Daddy Kane, all the way down to the Busta Rhymes, Wu Tang, Old Dirty Bastard. I want to be someone that you remember when you see me get off the stage. I want you to always remember, whether I'm with a band, solo, or just with my DJ, you're going to always remember, because out of years of performing all over the city, all over the country, been touring everywhere, people
Mm-hmm.
can say, when he got off the stage was set on fire and there was no more left. So, yes, what my name and everything I do is to illuminate that you're going to have a good time, and you're going to have a good message out of the good time. It's like a pill that's you need for your soul. You got to put a little applesauce on it. So I want to
Right.
be the applesauce. I want to be the Kool-Aid, and I want to be the medicine.
And one thing I could credit to you is not only do you keep that message influential, but you also keep up with the present time.
Yep.
Like I was listening to the song "Swing for the Fences," and your style is like up to like it's up to like the modern, like other MCs that ain't even been out half the time as you've been out. So I didn't watch some shows of you, and I noticed that a lot of time you stay the same, in a persona, but you're able to like switch up on the style just as long as it rides with the melody,
Right.
and that's something very commendable. So if we can, you have another. Tell me just a little bit about like the production and the connection. Like, is that the song "Swing for the Fences"? Is that affiliated with anything outside of like Milk Boy, or because I know that you're the CEO of what's the name of the record company?
S&E Records. S&E Records, which basically stands
Right.
for Supreme and No Experience, which is actually my band. So after they left the Resurrect, I started a band called Supreme and the No Experience. So I got everything incorporated under S&E, short for Supreme and the No Experience, LLC. So the record company, everything that I do, as far as putting out the records, and I put out the records as far as like Milk Boy did the production, and they providing the publishing, helping out with the publishing. But the marketing and promotion and putting it out, that was on me. So yeah, so we definitely went all out with this swing for the fences, as far as flyers and the video and getting it out there to the world and performing it. So yep, S&E Records is definitely my thing. And
Oh,
shout out to Richard Waller for being the best partner that I could ever have, as far as knowing the business and keeping me in check, keeping me in line.
right. Just keep you doing the footwork. Now, would you compare? Would you rather do the footwork as far as like the personal passing out of flyers and promos, versus um, like the online promotion and stuff like that? Do you feel like it's a little bit more personal?
Oh, definitely, definitely. I personally, I come from before S&E Records. We always were independent, so we had to put our own posters on the pole. Like my thing was whatever Bad Boy or Def Jam did as far as their promotion, because we came up under a guy named Big Phil, and he did all and the Jamal Tingles and some of the best street promoters that you could ever imagine. And I'm talking about displays of billboards and posters across buildings and abandoned buildings and poles. And so we were like, if they're doing it, then we got to do it. And you're talking about early 2000s, 98, early 2000s up until now. So yeah, where the lost art of people really getting rid of the flyers and getting rid of the posters and just going online digital. I like both, because yes, digitally I can take a flyer and put it out on Facebook or Instagram and through the website, which is also available, supremethenewiexperience.com or supremetheresurrected.com, and it goes to the world.
Right.
Cool Mag Distribution could get our records to the world. Every continent can get it. Whereas the street team, every show I can get off stage with a handful of flyers, throw them all across the bar, give it to each person. Somebody coming in the line want to look at the merch, might not buy anything, but they want a flyer, so I could sign the flyer.
Right.
They had that for the rest of their life. I could sign the poster, and they had that for the rest of their life. They can buy the T-shirts. They can have it for the rest of their life. But at the same time, they remember it.
Right.
That's what I miss about CDs is that, once you get a CD to somebody, you can sign it. They got the linear notes. That's missing from the digital world, the streaming, and far as but it's so much easier now. It's like I could hit a button, upload it to the planet.
Right. But
I still got to keep the grassroots of promotion.
Right, because I feel like that impression upon that fan base is kind of contrast. Even like, the comparison of you passing out the flyers and the CDs versus just posting them up on the wall and on a telephone pole, because, it's kind of like uncertain that, each person or every other person or every 10th person would just, look at your poster that's on a telephone pole on the wall and then go straight to digital and look up, your promos there. Yeah. Although all that's connected.
It's all connected. Like you said about my music, I'm a little bit of old and I'm a little bit of new. Like I can grow with music and grow with the technology of the industry, but I still got old roots and old morals and old ways of promotion, old ways of tricks that these kids are really missing out on, because you go to some places, they just saying hit me on Instagram or hit me on or DM me.
And
I'm saying hit me on the DM and all that good stuff that you're saying, but here go my flyer, so you can put that in your pocket. If summertime, they'd be like, oh, they're just gonna throw that in the trash, but some of them some fold it up and put it in their pocket, or get a phone number of a girl. You don't have no paper no more around.
Yeah.
And you need to get a girl's phone number. You using my flyer to get the phone number. And then you're like, oh, yeah, I got this flyer. The flyers stick around for a while. The ones that or do you use them as coasters on the table for your drink? At the end of the drink, you looked at my picture all night long. You know what I mean?
Okay. Right. So right now, you have another track that I think I'm very interested in listening to. It's called Paper Chase. Is that out? Is that your latest track?
Yeah, that's the latest Milk Boy release. That came out maybe a couple of weeks ago, and we're releasing a video like ASAP. It'll be, the time you see this, the video should be out and available on all YouTube and all other platforms.
Okay, let's go into that, and then we're going to expound a little bit more on that. Once again, for all the viewers and listeners, you are tuning in to Food for Thought with James Hatcher and special guest Jamal Carter, also known as Supreme the Resurrected.
Hey, yo. Getting that paper ain't easy. You gotta chase it. Work hard for it. If you don't grind, then you make a power play. Then you don't eat. It'll work for you all day. Supreme. Let's go.
Don't be slow, gotta keep up with the pace. Never scared, stay a problem in the face. Like a lion, now you steady on the chase. Make a pay every day. Everybody say, hey. Everybody better get up on their bucket list. Not Mickey D, this is me. man, I'm loving this. Get the power like a ghost, man, I'm running this. Getting grimy, get the Tommy, I ain't done with this. How you want it when you come in, that's a riddle, man. Only dealing with the king, not no middle, man. No time to play, not today, I ain't your little man. We getting gangster, or we could be some gentleman. The smartest way, get the pay like a simple man. Out the way, get the dough from a rental plan. Now you wanna get it poppin' like a pimple, man. Run your mouth, now you need a new dental plan. Smarten up, everybody ain't your teammate. But where I'm from, everybody on the team ain't. Now it only takes one to make the team hate. Next thing you know, your whole team sitting upstate. And if you running for that paper, say, hey, hey. Once you get it, then you make a power play. Hey, make it work, it'll work for you all day. Hey, if you a hater, time to get up out the way. Hey, don't be slow, gotta keep up with the pace. Hey, never scared, stay a problem in the face. Hey, like a lion, now you steady on the chase. Make a pay every day, everybody say, hey, hey. Who is you and your crew, y'all was doing it. Now you out bowing out and you through with it. I wish you listened when I told you what to do with it. Go legit, but you acted like a fool with it. A different broad every day like the wannabes. You was weak, never thought that you was one of these. New cats turning rap, falling for the cheese. Tighten up on your game like some dungarees. Don't wanna be the one to laugh when you're doing bad. But even you knew that you was a stupid ass. Trying to pass everybody in the paper chase. Now you last and the loser in the paper race. Took the L and you fell, but you didn't die. And every hustler get up for another try. I can't wait to see you back up on your feet again. Another spin around the board, I bet you eat again. And if you running for that paper, say, hey, hey. Once you get it, then you make a power play. Hey, make it work, it'll work for you all day. Hey, if you a hater, time to get up out the way. Hey, don't be slow, gotta keep up with the pace. Hey, never scared, stay a problem in the face. Hey, like a lion, now you steady on the chase. Make a pay every day, everybody say, hey.
All right. So once again, Paper Chase, Mr.
Yes.
Jamal Carter. Okay, so how did you come up with the concept? Although it's obvious that it's a motivational song for anybody that may, um, have some type of goal or objective. Like what main message? Um, Although it ties in with the title, what is like the main your main intention on putting that message out? Like just
Well,
to get money or
that came about with Miles Ja, a young producer from Milk Boy, that they hooked me up with a younger cat because they was giving me like live tracks, so they wanted to try some young hip hop tracks. So he had like a bunch of tracks for me, and he was like, "Let's come up with something about getting money." So I was like, because all the kids now, all they want to talk about is how to get money. So I was like, all right, we could do that. So we wrote it. I wrote it, and we had Cody mixing it and adding things to it. My man Richard Waller, Tommy mixing, mastering it. So it came out dope. And we was like, yo, this got to be the second one that we come out with the Milk Boy. You know what I mean? We got one more coming, and that's gonna be a monster too. But this one was like, yo, we got to do it.
right. Okay. Okay. So what is your plan for 2021? As far as like your venture out, as far as the city and nationwide, are you just focused on just this single project, or do you have a whole concert where you're going to promote more than Paper Chase?
Well, at this time, like I said, Paper Chase is basically something I wanted to do for the younger people. It's something that hasn't been heard. Supreme hasn't been heard in that light as far as a trap beat. I've had a trap song. I got a trap song called Bucket List, but this was like all me, all Miles Ja. And the plan is we're doing singles. This is a single driven market now. Attention span of the new generation is this big. So you gotta hit them with something good, and you gotta make them love it, and then you come out with the next one. And the thing is, once you get the demand up really high, then you can come out with a whole album. Once they say, yo, we need more, we need more, we need more. But until they get to that, we need more, you got to come out with a single. You got to push the single. Like I've done all my other singles. It's part of a set of records that come back from, like I got like a nice amount of songs that are memorable that ring bells in people's head, like a Give Me or Queen of the Wild or Bucket List. And now, of course, Paper Chase is really doing well. It's like it's probably, the video isn't even out yet, and it's doing so good on Spotify. It's just amazing that, I'm an older artist, and I guess the market is like, yo, this older dude, he's really killing this younger track. And it's resonating with the younger people, and it's resonating with my kids that I teach at school. It's resonating with my peers that I've come up with, as far as, like who kind of denounced the new thing or whatever. But anyway, we're just coming out on the road. The pandemic is open. I got my little vaccination. I've been doing some shows, and we're going to come out there and we're going to roll it out. We're going to roll the whole set out, and we're going to go. I've been on tour with Whitney Payton across the nation a few years ago, and I'm ready to get back out there with my guys and my homegirl Lacey B and do the same thing. And so it's like a review, like the supreme review, man. I want to give you everything.
Okay, now that just leads me to one more question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, your profession requires a lot of initiative and incentive to generate the type of recognition that not only may cause a lasting impression, but may influence others who notice your presence to take on similar pursuits. Should that be accepted as a form of gain on your behalf? Do you consider sharing and extending your expertise on how you operate in the business aspect of it?
Oh yeah, definitely. I never had an artist that I ever, I had a few artists that I always try to give the game to, and somehow or another it work out. Sometimes it don't. Some kids just don't want to listen, and all I can do is lead by example. So my thing is, I'm not going to start preaching and telling people how to do this. My thing is, I'm going to show you. Just look at me, and you're going to see how to get down. And if you want to ask me any question about how to do it, I don't have no problem telling you, because I'm not trying to hide the plug. I ain't got nothing to prove. I got nothing to lose, but I do have something to gain. So the more knowledge I give out, the better you'll be, and maybe you'll thank me or help me if I need your help or whatever. Because there's a lot of things that these new kids do that I need to figure out. They're like, yo, how do these kids get all these followers? Or how do these kids make all this money at these shows? Or how do these kids blah blah blah? So if they can say, oh gee, how do you have a song that you put out 4 years ago that people still singing today? Because
they would approach you just because of your presence and how you carry yourself.
Exactly.
They can recognize, okay, this is a man that handles his business and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
I came out here to be remembered. I came out here to leave a legacy and be remembered. And if that means going out there and spreading the love and the knowledge as Jesus did with his gospel, I'm trying to do that with my gospel. You know what I'm saying?
That's the only way that you can prolong the longevity of yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah. Come on. Hey. Yeah. Here we go. Come on. Well, you the queen of the wobble and I like your shape. Well, you the queen of the wobble and I like your shape. Well, you the queen of the wobble and I like your shape. Hey, I like your shape. Come on, I like your shape. Well, you the queen of the wobble and I like your shape. Well, you the queen of the wobble and I like your shape. Well, you the queen of the wobble and I like your shape. Hey, I like your shape. Come on, I like your shape. Whoa, your pretty toes hanging out of your flip flops. Bad banging body, baby girl, you get props. The queen of the shake, meet the king of funk rock. Making hot records that'll make your rump drop. Your bubble so big like a shot with Botox. Wobble so fast like your body's a robot. Move it all around, let me see that thing pop. Back it up, baby, let it go like slingshots. The queen of the wobble and I like your shape. You the queen of the wobble and I like your shape. You the queen of the wobble and I like your shape. I like your shape. I like your shape. Queen of the wobble and I like your shape. You the queen of the wobble and I like your shape. You the queen of the wobble and shake. I like your shake. I like your shake. Queen of the Wobberland, I like your shake. When you the queen of the Wobberland, I like your shake. When you the queen of the Wobberland, I like your shake. I like your shake. I like your shake. Shake, shake it like it's out. Shake it on up. Shake, shake it like it's out. Shake it on up. Shake, shake it like it's out. Shake it on up. Shake, shake it, shake, shake, shake it on up. Shake, shake it like it's out. Shake it on up. Shake, shake it like it's out. Shake it on up. Shake, shake it like it's out. Shake it on up. Shake, 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 shake it on up. Me and you, girl, got the dance floor so hot. You got it going on, show enough for the show shot. Whole house freeze when you shake your oh Lord. If we was on the ship, you would make that boat rock. Full speed ahead, not looking for roadblocks. I'ma hit hard like making a donut. Whip your hips, wobble, wobble, you don't stop. People all around like you was the dope spot. Queen of the Wobberland, I like your shake. But you the queen of the Wobberland, I like your shake. But you the queen of the Wobberland, I like your shake. I like your shake. I like your shake. But you the queen of the Wobberland, I like your shake. But you the queen of the Wobberland, I like your shake. But you the queen of the Wobberland, I like your shake. I like your shake. I like your shake. Shake, shake it like it's out. Shake it, come on. Shake, shake it like it's out. Shake it, come on. Shake, shake it like it's out. Shake it, come on. Shake, 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 shake it, come on. Shake, shake it like it's out. Shake it, come on. Shake, shake it like it's out. Shake it, come on. Shake, shake it like it's out. Shake it, come on. Shake, shake it, shake, get on the page.
Okay, so I think we're running out of time and everything. Where can people that wants to keep up with your projects and your music, what is the best way they could do that? And like what platforms could they find you as far as the online and just live performance, but specifically online for those that's out there around the world and they can't reach you personally like your boy sitting here?
Yeah. Everything is I got a website, I got a main website, Supreme the Resurrector.com, and I got Supreme and the New Experience.com. One deals with Supreme the solo artist, the other one deals with Supreme the band. But now we can go to you can actually go to Instagram. I'm on Instagram as SUPREEMDR at Supreme DR, and Facebook, everything is Supreme the Resurrector. I'm always available on all the instant messages and the the DMs and everything. And all my music is on every platform, through WhoMag distribution. We are everywhere. We are on Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, so Amazon.
Right.
So I am not hard to find. And
I know you're not, because I got one of your flyers somewhere. It's a nice layout.
All you gotta do
like that. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. You beat me to the punch. Well, you should. That's you.
Google me, man. I'm Googleable.
That's right. There it is. That's it. Right there. Supreme the Resurrector. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. So, personally, what where I like to watch you is that Facebook, because I notice you do a lot of live feeds there, and you're very responsive when it comes to people getting on your chat.
Right.
You're very expedient. With getting back to people that's interested in watching you, and you're always somewhere interesting. So that's where I like to reach you at and everything like that. But
and that could be, and that's also through the radio station. We on WBSC Breaking Change Radio every Wednesday for Way Back Wednesday with my partner CL Smooth and Mark Mills. Shout out to my man Sunshine. And every Sunday I'm on Toxic Radio for Supreme's Funky Contradiction. So those two, and shout out to Toxic Mike and my co-host, a little bit of Laura. And those two things right there are also entertaining. One is for basically talk and whatever the topic of the day as far as my Sunday Funky Contradiction. And the Way Back Wednesday is we playing some great old school hip hop and R&B and a great radio show. So, I mean, that's where I usually go live at. Always turn the live on when I'm on one of the shows or the show is going live. So you can, like you say, you can jump in the chat and I hit you right back, you know?
Definitely. Just don't try to call them all at the same time.
Hey, I'm here. I'm Superman. We can do it all.
Oh, okay. All right. If you got more than one phone or whatever, that's cool. Okay, so I think we're gonna have to come to a close because our time is short. Okay. But I want to hear one more track. I mean, yeah. So once again, you're tuned to Food for Thought with James Hatcher and my man Supreme, the Resurrector, also Jamal Carter.
And on that track, and the track you're gonna listen to is "Gimme." I want to shout out to A-Mac who produced my whole EP, Shades, and "Gimme" was like my biggest song that I toured around the world with the young lady who's on the track with me, Whitney Payton. So I want to always show love to Whitney Payton. And shout out to my brother Judah Priest. You know, we got that big versus battle coming up at Who Mag, you know what I mean? So, you know.
And when is that?
That's May 15th. Supreme the Resurrector versus Judah Priest. Song for song, 10 songs apiece. So hopefully I'll knock him out the box. That's my brother, but for that versus battle, for the Omniverse at Who Mag, I'm going to be the winner. So, you know, I got the records.
I'm already ringing the bell. Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding. But
all right, so let's get into
get the love, man. Amen.
All right, people out here, we on Toxic Radio, ready to listen to this new hit track by MC Shaka Laka Ding-a-Ling.
Shaka! Bring it up for the people know. That's how I get it, cause you know I go. Yeah!
Funk that. We interrupt this program right now to bring you some real hip-hop music. Got that gimme, and forget that shamalama dum-dum. Peace.
Got that gimme, want that gimme. Hip-hop lifestyle, funk that gimme. East Coast gimme, West Coast gimme. Down South, Midwest, worldwide gimme. Got that gimme, want that gimme. Hip-hop lifestyle, funk that gimme. East Coast gimme, West Coast gimme. Down South, Midwest, worldwide gimme. Picture me falling off, I ain't gon' picture that. Something I want, you might as well give me that. I ain't gon' give it back. Tired of sitting back, waiting for what? We on like a fitted cap. Give me a minute, Jack. It's been a minute back. Putting down dollars, only getting a penny back. What's the sense in that? Crazy the way I act. Try to jump off, y'all pulled me right back. Hook like smoking crack. Ain't much hope in that. How you gonna shine? Whole world trying to rap. Where's the winners at? Blame the internet. Ain't nothing hot like bringing the winner back. Plenty of sin in that. Many caught in the trap. Money, guns, drugs, waking up in the Maybach. Taking them way back. Wearing a way cap. You want something hot? Call bringing the A-Man. Got that gimme, want that gimme. Hip hop lifestyle, funk that gimme. East Coast gimme, West Coast gimme. Down South, Midwest, worldwide gimme. Got that gimme, want that gimme. Hip hop lifestyle, funk that gimme. East Coast gimme, West Coast gimme. Down South, Midwest, worldwide gimme.
Give me the snare, give me the bass, give me the love, give me the hate. Even everything between, if I don't get it, I'ma take it. Hey, sick of waiting, yeah, I'm really out of patience when I roll up in the place yelling assalamu alaikum. What? Go get it, yeah, everybody knows that. So far ahead, your current style is my throwback. I make it go back, rewrite your whole track. When I rap, no filter like a phone app. Oh snap, hashtag that to be so sick, get your hazmat mask. Oh, I'ma grab it if I want it, I'ma have it. I've been living like I'm broke, time to live in something lavish. I'm a savage, you just average. I've been around the nation, my Bible's an atlas. I foam from the mouth, my flow's something rabid. Married to the grind, better update my status.
Got that gimme, want that gimme. Hip hop lifestyle, funk that gimme. East Coast gimme, West Coast gimme. Down South, Midwest, worldwide gimme. Got that gimme, want that gimme. Hip hop lifestyle, funk that gimme. East Coast gimme, West Coast gimme. Down South, Midwest, worldwide gimme. Rappers too soft, take the noose off. Bring it on back like tear the roof off. Hang like two balls, bunch of goofballs. Came in the game, tried to screw y'all. Here to school y'all, tracks a move y'all. If you don't dance, I'ma make you moonwalk. Gorilla and goons talk, goons will sue y'all. Stolen lifestyle, real thugs will ruin y'all. This to trade off, work no days off. Sticking in my Lincoln, the funk that paid off. Your plate I ate off, blunts that made y'all. Straight act the fool like you lost the playoff. Ready to take off, hate to chase y'all. Take it to the stage, I'ma take your face off.
This hit is immaculate, baby.
Another, shall I say, street banger?
Yeah, that made me smile when I see that. Yo, shout out to hey, let me get a shout out real quick to Toon Dollars for directing Swing for the Fences and Gimme. He's my longtime director, and my new director, which is my little partner, Lacey B, who's directing the video Paper Chase that'll be out very, 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 very immediately soon, ASAP. And shout out to my lady, Miss Tony Love. You know what I mean? She's always keeping me grounded too. You know what I mean? So I just need them people to get shouted out, man. And you too, man. And WPPM for having me, man. I appreciate that, man.
Well, I appreciate it, family. So who was that the girl on there that was rhyming?
Yeah, that's Whitney Payton. She's phenomenal. She's in Arizona right now doing big things. Shout out to her and her group Keyed Up and her solo projects. And she just took me. No, like I said, that's what I want to do for artists that deserve that shot. Cause she just took me on the road, was like, yo, I want you to go on tour with me. I was like, let's do it. And we've been on tour for about 3 to 4 years and like opening up for Tech Nine, Cottonmouth Kings, Jelly Roll, Calhoun, and it just what you know what I'm saying? Like 3-4 years of hardcore touring across the United States with Gimme. You know what I mean? Because she would let me perform Gimme, and she would come out there with me and do the song with me every night. You know, it was awesome. Great times. I just want to give that back to somebody.
Well, you know what? That song right there, I mean, I'm probably gonna play it once we done this interview.
That's
all jumping around.
You playing,
but
work out to it. It's good workout music.
Yeah, I'd like to thank you for making this special appearance, taking the time to extend to the viewers and the listeners on what you represent, and just confirming what the impression that you made not on me, on others, and allowing me to express that, share that with others of how much of an impact you are, as far as something that we kind of need. We do need, as far as continue to motivate ourselves and our communities, and just help us to move forward. All the messages and the music is very positive. It's motivational. Is top notch. So I would like to thank you once again. Just shout outs to everybody tuning in. And that's it for this episode. Once again, my name is James Hatcher. You can reach me on my Facebook page, James William Hatcher. If you have a serious message, just leave it. Or you could check out my YouTube channel, James Hatcher. Thank you once again for WPPM for giving me this opportunity to have this presentation. If I saw the picture that I draw, number one, it's straight out of my eye. It's straight out of my head. It's my idea. Once I sell that, that specific picture is gone. Like that original idea is gone. So that means, number one, I'm gonna have to draw the picture over again, and that same picture is not gonna be like the picture I drew previously. So it's really not gonna be original. Number two, I felt like if I just make like a print of the original, I can keep my original, and that is secure my future.
We did a lot of partying and rump shaking. Let's talk about something real. Come on, let's talk about it.
There's a war going on inside. Do I let it go or do I let it ride? There's a war going on inside. Why go left when I wanna do right? There's a war going on inside. Life starts to sip, I start to slide. There's a war going on inside. Do the right thing and everything will be tied.
There's a whole lot of hell, somebody put me to heaven. ASAP, I'm in need of a blessing. Life is a lesson and the teacher is hard. I hate to be stressing, I'm believing in God. I got a good job and a couple of kids. The more that I make, man, the more that I give. If it ain't one thing, I swear it's another. Get one thing going and two things crumble. I don't like to grumble, happy go lucky. Got two baby mamas, neither one of them want me. The road gets bumpy, but I strive to drive. Even overcame trigger cause of DUI.
There's a war going on inside. Do I let it go or do I let it ride? There's a war going on inside. Why go left when I wanna do right? There's a war going on inside. Life starts to sip, I start to slide. There's a war going on inside. Do the right thing and everything will be tight.
I was put in rough spots to show me pain. Appreciate life, sunshine, and rain. To know good times sometimes get strained. Call on the Lord, don't be so vain. Every name in the name that'll save your life. Only one died for me was Jesus Christ. Sometimes I do wrong, sometimes I do right. I still gotta pray to be shown that light. And grow every day to become that man. Like the man in my life that wasn't my dad. I was blessed to have a lot of love this long. What didn't kill me or it made me strong. Live and get grown, some cats ain't making. New kids on the block, they lives get taken. Ain't no mistaking, trouble to come fast. Always remember this too shall pass. Miss you, Mom.
There's a war going on inside. Do I let it go or do I let it ride? There's a war going on inside. Why go left when I wanna do right? There's a war going on inside. Life starts to sip, I start to slide. There's a war going on inside. Do the right thing and everything will be tight.
It's hard in the hood to find good and bad. It's sad in my life, good stood, I'm glad. I had a lot of favor that kept me up. My big mama said that's just my luck. What up? I ain't perfect, a freak at times. If you don't believe me, just check my rhymes. In times I had to change, rearrange my sound. Got two little girls looking at me now. Had to turn it around. Haters remember it, Supreme grew up. Then they call me a hypocrite. There's a difference as I reminisce. Had to grow fast, blow past my nemesis. I signed a majority, silent minority. I had to do something, being stupid was born me. This God ignoring me when times get tough. Or showing me patience the way